What's up, everybody? Welcome to your Wednesday programming. Today we are going to be starting off with a 10-minute warm-up for quality. We're going to be doing 10 alternating heaven and earths, 5 windmills per side, 5 inchworms with a push-up, and then 5 high pulls with a strict press. So going onto your alternating heaven and earths, what you're going to do is take a nice big lunge forward. Get one hand onto the ground, so if your right leg is forward, your left hand will go down to the ground. With your free arm, what you're going to do is try to get your elbow to the sole of the foot that is forward, and all you're going to do is reach up towards the sky, getting a nice twist through your torso. You'll do 5 per side and then change over to your other side. After that, what we're going to do is move over to our 5 windmills. So what you can do is grab your kettlebell or your dumbbell. If you find it challenging to do it with a weight, you're more than welcome to do it without the weight. All you're going to do is stagger your stance with one foot in front of the other. Try to get your feet a little bit wider. Then all you're going to do is press your weighted object above your head. Make sure that you keep an eye on that weighted object the entire time. And all you're going to do is run your hand down the leg that is in front, and all you're going to do is get a nice bend in your hips, making sure that you're pressing your hips to the back and keeping an eye on that weighted object the entire time. You'll then switch hands and then do 5 on the other side. After that, we're going to do 5 inchworm with a push-up. So we have been doing these quite a lot. All you guys are going to do is keep your legs as straight as possible. Walk your hands out in front of you. Make sure you walk out into a full plank position. All you're going to do from here is do a push-up. If you find it difficult to do the push-up with straight legs, you're more than welcome to go down onto your knees. Lock out your arms and then walk your hands back to your feet. You are going to do 5 of those. After that, we're going to do our 5 high pulls with 5 strict press. So grab onto your dumbbell or your kettlebell or whatever weighted object you have. You can also do this with a band. If you're doing it with a band, all I want you to do is stand on that band, get a little bit of tension in it, and all you're going to do is pull that band up, making sure that you're getting your elbow nice and high, almost like you're pulling up a zip on your jacket. After you've done 5 of those, all you're going to do then is get your hand inside that band and get your arm into a nice front rack position. From there, just press out above your head, making sure you lock your elbow out. Once you finish 5 on the one side, you'll go over to 5 on the other side. If you're using a weighted object, you'll do the same thing. Just make sure you keep a nice tight grip on that object. Cool, guys. We are going to leave you to do that for a few minutes. We'll see you back for the next piece of today's programming. Welcome back from your warm-up, everyone. We are going to be moving into our body armor for the day. How it's going to work is we're going to do 3 sets for quality. 1 set is going to contain 7 half kneeling Arnold presses per side, 20 to 30 seconds plank shoulder taps, and then 14 weighted sit-ups. Those will just be regular butterfly sit-ups. So onto your Arnold press, what you're going to do is take a nice big lunge forward. So if you take a look at Bo, you'll notice that her front knee is over the line of her ankle. And what she's going to do is grab a weighted object, so either her dumbbell or her kettlebell. And the difference where the Arnold press comes in is that her fist is going to be facing her face. So if you take a look, the back of her hand is facing the camera and the front of her hand is facing her face. And she's got the dumbbell nice, or her arm for that matter, tucked in nice and tight. All she's going to do here is press up, and as she presses up, she's going to rotate her hand to face forward. From there, she's going to bring her arm back down. Please note that Bo isn't rushing through these movements. She's getting some nice time under tension here. This is where you're going to get a lot of benefits out of these movements, guys. She's going to do 7 per side, or on that side, and then she's going to change over and do 7 on the other side. After those 7, we are going to move over to our 20 to 30 seconds of plank shoulder taps. So what you're going to do here is get out into a nice tall plank position, making sure that you're squeezing your belly button to your spine, keeping your legs nice and locked out. From here, all you're going to do is alternate your hands each time, and you're going to tap your opposite shoulder. So if your right hand is on the floor, your left hand is going to tap your right shoulder. You're going to do that for 20 to 30 seconds. After that, we're going to move into 14 weighted sit-ups. So you can do these unweighted if you want to, but if you can or you are able to, please do them weighted. All you're going to do is get the soles of your feet together, get them in nice and tight. Just waiting for Fresh to make sure that your dog is out the way. And all you're going to do is hold that weight at your chest. You're going to lie back, and as you come up, press up to the top to full extension. Bo is going to try that again. All you're going to do is lie back and sit up to full extension, guys.
See, we can laugh at ourselves too.
We do get this wrong from time to time as well, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. After you finish those 3 movements, rest for 1 minute, and you're going to perform that whole sequence 2 more times after that. Great, guys, we will see you soon for your conditioning. Welcome back, everyone, to your conditioning piece for the day. I hope you enjoyed the body armor piece. We're going to move over to our conditioning for the day. How it's going to work is we're going to do 5 rounds every 4 minutes. So how it's going to work is we're going to start off with either a 200-meter run if you're doing the RX version of this workout. If you want to scale the run slightly, you can do a 100-meter run. I'll explain that scaling option in a minute. Then you'll go over to 12 single arm gorilla rows per side into 9 thrusters per side. So how this is going to work, guys, each round is going to be 4 minutes long. You want to try to finish all the work with enough time to rest for at least 1 minute before the next round starts. So just going over the movements, like I just said, guys, you want to try to finish this work in the quickest amount of time possible. So pick a running option that you're going to give yourself enough time to get the other 2 movements done before your 5 minutes ends. So if you know that you're a bit of a slower runner, please go on the 100-meter run rather than the 200-meter run. If you don't have the space to run, you can either do 250 high knees, or if you're doing the 100-meter run version, you can do 150 high knees. Just to recap what that looks like, if you take a look at Bo, what you guys want to do is make sure that you're getting your knees over the line of your hip crease and just accumulating the number that I mentioned, depending on which option you've chosen. After that, you're going to do 12 single arm gorilla rows per side. So this is a little bit more of a newer movement. So if you take a look at Bo, what she's going to do over here is she's going to bend forward. Please take note that Bo's back is nice and flat. If I were to take a glass of water and I was to place it on her back, that glass of water would not fall off the entire time. What she's going to do here is all she's going to do is row that dumbbell up to her chest. Please take note that she's not changing arms, because we're going to do 12 on the one side and then immediately after that go to 12 on the other side. Like I said earlier, guys, Bo is keeping her back nice and flat, so there's no rotation in her shoulders the entire time. So if you need to scale the weight down a little bit, you're more than welcome to do that and grab an odd object or something a little bit lighter. Even a bottle of water will work. After that, we're going to do 9 thrusters per side. So I'm glad I'm not demonstrating this movement for a change. I've gotten all the thrusters in the last couple of weeks. What you're going to do is grab a weighted object or your kettlebell or dumbbell. All you're going to do is hold that in your front rack position, squat all the way down, breaking 90, and as you come up, extend aggressively and press out above your heads. You will do 9 per side. And if you guys finish within that 4 minutes, giving yourself 1 minute of rest. If you don't finish all of those movements before the last minute of that sequence, please make sure that you cut yourself off before that last minute to give yourself enough time to rest. Cool, guys, I hope you enjoyed this piece of work, and please make sure that you do your stretches at the end. It's very important to cool down after a lot of work like we have done today. Hope you guys have a great day further, and we hope to see you all soon.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, everyone.